Yo, what's up, everybody? It is your boy MM2K back again with another episode of In a Row Mic Check. Happy Monday, everybody. Yes, I am here. A couple things I'm trying to do real quick. Cold Blood might be, he had to work, of course, so he might be coming in there a little late. So we'll, until we figure it out or not. There's a couple of things happening. There's a new thing we can do. We can create gold memberships. So let's test it out. Let's see here. I'm gonna test it out. Let's try. If we do, you can do these membership things where you can try and set goals with you guys in the chat and share how I'll celebrate 5 gifted members. So we got this thing where we're doing gifted members, right? And I was supposed to do one after every 5 and 5 after every 25, but the super chat, let's see here, let's do this. Yeah, the super chat, I mean, not the super chat, the member thing isn't working right. So we're gonna try this. It's a new option in YouTube. We'll try this. It is, and hit that like button as you guys come in, please. Let's try to get to 10 likes. I got here, if we do 10 super chats, so any type of super chat, $2 and above, if we do 10 of them, I'll give 5 members. Start that goal. Okay, so I got the goal set up right here. What's up, Juice? Good to see everybody in the chat. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got Albert Gucci. He said, happy holidays to y'all, guys. I'm ready to start crying laughing. Hey, bro. Well, let me tell you something, man. Albert, I don't be doing this, man. It be them. Like, somebody hit me up over the weekend, and they were like, yo, man, I was dying because you was making fun of Phil when he had sour face, the gas face, looking all mad, like I thought Hellblade was gonna win Game of the Year. Sat there looking all constipated, no prune juice in sight. And they was like, man, we was cracking up, man. They just like, I was like, oh, they made it a family free. Like, man, me and my son, we was sitting there cracking up. I'm like, yo, I didn't do nothing. Phil did it to himself. He did it to himself, yo. Like, bro is crazy, man. Bro is really, really crazy. Yeah, we're gonna get into all that. I just played some Stellar Blade, y'all. And for those of you that are not aware, we can take a look at the channel real quick. I'm trying to upload this, and it shouldn't mess with the stream because I'm uploading it from another computer. I stream games on a different computer. So let's do this. Let me see. Yep, so we are going to create, we're going to go live, and then I'm going to upload this new Stellar Blade. It's about 25 minutes, but I love that game, man. I just love the level design. It looks even better on the PlayStation 5 Pro. I love the challenge that it gives me. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, I could play that game all day if I had the chance to. So I put up as much footage as I can. I know some people may be sick of it, but look, man, it's hey, I gotta, that one isn't fan service. That one I'm doing for myself. And I'll show you guys in a little bit, where you can find all of the Stellar Blade gameplay. The sooner this lets me, come on now. Oh, this is so slow on my second computer. I gotta totally wipe this. Let's do this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is episode 7 of my gameplay. Use this. But yeah, I love this game so much, bro. It's and I'm really disappointed that it didn't win anything. Like, the score is awesome. I know, a lot of people are like, oh no, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, you'll get my brother Cold Blood that'll say that. I'm gonna say this. The score in what's it called is unique, right? Like, you guys do understand that there is a Korean takeover coming, right? A South Korean gaming takeover coming. Like, they got some dope shit coming. Section 8, I think isn't Crimson, the same people that are making Crimson something, that dope ass, it looks like Dragon's Dogma on fucking crack. I forget, Crimson Guard or something like that. The same makers of that game are making another game, like a futuristic, shooter game, third-person shooter game called Section 8. Not to be confused with Section 8 from MC8. All right, all my hip hop fans out there. But no, it's called Section 8. That looks dope. Like, there's just a Korean takeover of video games, AAA games, that is coming down the pike that I just don't think that a lot of people recognize or realize. But I'm for it. I'm a big fan of Asian cinema. Like, most of the stuff that I watch are Asian martial arts movies. I got my wife addicted to Asian dramas. She watches those all the time. We very rarely watch any American TV, any Western-based TV, really. Their stuff is just more exciting. Like, our stuff over here is reality shows and drama. What I want to sit there and stare at another grown-ass adult that can do the same thing that I'm doing, scratching and belching and picking at their navel and sniffing it. I can do that shit at home. Why am I spending hundreds of dollars in cable, to watch people do this? I've never understood that. I never understood the reality TV craze. There are some reality TVs that I watched because they were comical, you know what I'm saying? Because the people in it were funny. But outside of that, bro, I just never understood the fascination with them. So I watch a lot of Asian cinema. I feel like that even their dramas are better. Like, they go into hyperdrive with everything. So I love watching their content. So yeah, there's an Asian takeover happening, and part of the Asian video game, I only want to say part of it, but some of it, because like there's those other people that are making Crimson something, whatever it's called. None of their characters have any sexualization to them, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But if they do it, so what? Shout out to Cold Blood, just hopped in. So what if they do it? My thing is let it happen. Who cares? Like, it would be, I don't think it would be a problem if that's all you got. But if that chunk of the industry wants to do that, so what? And them getting shafted, they didn't get nothing at the Game Awards. I think that's, and then at Golden Joystick either. I think that's a problem. That's why I say, I think what we should do, I'm about action. I'm not about all this whining and crying on the internet. I mean, I don't mind sitting with you guys and chopping it up and talking shit, you know what I'm saying, with you guys. But as far as like hitting Twitter 24/7, I might put something out there once a day or whatever, but I'm not gonna hit Twitter 24/7 and whine and bitch and moan and complain and grift. I'm gonna take some action to it. And I'm telling y'all right now, I have no problem saying this publicly. What the Golden Joystick Awards did was bullshit. They purposely drove Stellar Blade out of any contest. Here's what I say we should do, and I'm going to do it on my end. Pentium is their sponsor. We got to talk to Pentium. And look, sometimes you got to be savvy and use things in your favor, whether you're all for it or not. You say, "Hey, what's up, Pentium? How you doing, man?" Good. We hear that you're sponsors of this Golden Joystick Award. Yeah, man. Particularly in the West, where console and AAA gaming is the biggest. There was this particular game that scored high, got critical acclaim, that was left out of any, possible ranking altogether. Now, in light, this is where you pull the savvy slick shit. Now, in light of the least recent elections in the West, and you can look at the discourse now. And again, I'm not for this discourse, but you got to deal with the cards that you were dealt. Do you guys think it's a good idea that you're sponsoring a show that actively keeps games out because they're trying to pass a political agenda? A political agenda that, again, if you look at the voting in the West, got rejected by the majority of voters. If you believe that shit. Again, I mean, if you believe in fair elections and all that other shit. Yeah. That's how you get, because again, as we all know, a lot of these companies, what they'll do, because all of these companies, they donate to both sides. So a lot of companies are scrambling too because they want to kiss up to the power structure. So if you're sitting there saying, hey, the grassroots behind this power structure is not going to like you doing supporting XYZ, and that could create a lot of reputational risk for you, we can use that to our advantage. Now, I don't give a fuck about Trump. I don't give a fuck about Kabbalah. I don't give a fuck about none of this sham ass politics. I don't. But you got to play with the cards that you've been dealt with. So I'm letting you know that I will be the first, once trying to being able to organize some effective way to communicate that message. I'll be the first to give Pentium a call. I'm not going to sit on Twitter. I'm not going to whine. I ain't going to bitch about it. I'll be the first to give Pentium a call. I would only use the internet if it's, if it would be fruitful. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm getting an important phone call in. Sorry about that. It wasn't the phone call I thought it was. Because I got to run somewhere. That's why we're doing the show from 1:30 to 3:30 today, because I got to run somewhere I got to be somewhere for. Let's see here. What's your opinion about Steam maybe releasing a console, says Blue Fire Demon? Well, before we get into the question, shout out to Cold Blood. Cold Blood, what's going on, brother? How you been, man? How was your weekend?
Good.
Good. Play some
Yeah.
You play some award-winning Hellblade over the weekend?
Fuck yeah. If Hellblade is an open world with some fucking Japanese dudes, then yeah. That's what I play. Sure.
Oh, Jesus. Now, what'd you get into? What'd you get to play this weekend?
Hemorrhoid horse.
You play. Oh, okay. AKA.
Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that.
AKA Rise of the Ronin.
Yep.
So how was it? You played it on the Pro? Is there a Pro enhancement for that, right?
I don't see the enhancement.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what is the enhancement in this game besides? Yeah, okay, you just throw more brute power onto it.
Oh, I thought it had to. I thought it had the label.
Yeah, it has the Pro Enhanced label,
Oh,
but
okay.
but nothing that would make it be
Nothing
much
that
better than the
justifies it.
standard.
Yeah.
Nah, nothing.
So what
The
is about
60 FPS, bro?
Mhm.
The 60 FPS mode ain't even 60. So
Oh,
nah.
okay. So it's still, even after the enhancement, it ain't 60. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's some wonky shit.
What about the is it running with PSSR, or it's not even running with that?
No PSSR at all.
Okay. Well, that's another great example of PlayStation giving out a sticker they shouldn't be. Great.
Yes.
I don't get it.
I mean, how in the fuck am I keep playing only those games? I don't know, Moss.
I
You
don't
tell
get
me.
it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I wish just give me one day to have hiring and firing power across the globe. I swear the globe would be better. Because I would say, you're responsible for that, right? Oh, okay. Bye. Okay, who else was responsible for allowing it? Bye. Oh, I would fire so many people. Oh my God. Just so stupid.
You sound like Trump right now.
Bruh, it's crazy. I don't get who's, but hit that like button, y'all, as y'all come in. We appreciate it. And then, like I said, we do have this new function in YouTube chat where we can set goals. You guys should be able to see that. I'll do 5 gifted with 10 super chats, because we're on the cusp of, and again, I can't put this goal up here. But if we get 2 more gifteds, I owe you guys 5 super chats anyway. So we can either do 10 gifteds. 2 gifteds or 10 super chats of $2 denomination or higher. And we'll do the 5 gifted. We're just testing out this new functionality. They're slowly rolling this out, but okay, yeah. I don't get that. But hopefully they'll learn their lesson at some point in time. So Blue Fire Demon asks, what's your opinion about Steam maybe releasing a console? Dumb. Like, I don't, there's no target audience for it. Cold Blood and I talked about this. What we talked about this a week ago? And no, Blue Fire Demon is a good question. It's great to remind everybody that maybe didn't catch that podcast.
Wait, what's the question?
What's your opinion about Steam maybe releasing a console?
Look at the Steam Deck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why do you even ask? There is a fucking console already for that. And no, that 3 million is nothing. 3 million sold to 5 million or many, nothing. It's I don't know, bro. Why everybody is so getting hyped up about this shit?
I think they're getting hyped up because there's a belief system that, it didn't work before because people weren't ready. But now that people want 60 frames per second and everybody's going to PC gaming. Remember we had Straw Zelnek slurping PC gaming. And don't get me wrong, I love PC gaming. I love it. You get you a powerful enough PC, or you have NVIDIA GeForce Now, unless you want mods. It's a whole nother conversation, but You don't want mods and you want, powerful output. You can do that. And you can enjoy some cool games at a very cheap price. That's cool. But if you're the type of gamer that's looking for the best in gaming, along with getting the same games that you can get on PC, right? Opposite of the shovelware that's there. If you're looking, I'm talking purely AAA games, if you want access to those same AAA games, but you want access to the games that are pushing the envelope in the AAA space, that are defining the culture, then you want a console, because those games are being made on console, because those console makers have a heightened sense of urgency to sell you said console. And why would you buy a console? Why would you spend $500, $700 on a box that's 99.9% worth playing games, unless there was certain software or things on that box that separated itself from everything else, right? You wouldn't just pay $700 because you wouldn't buy a $50,000 car over a $25,000 car just because, right? Yeah. I mean, I get that there's consoles out there that are just more feasible for people because of price. But a lot of us that are talking here and listening here, a lot of times price isn't an issue. And to answer your question, Blue Fire Demon, I think, and I don't want to speak for Coldblade, shut me up at any time. The reason why I think we both think it's dumb is they tried it before and it was too pricey and confusing.
Man, I was about to say, just think about it. $500. That's what they wanted for 720p gaming. 720p gaming. For 500, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think they want for anything beyond that?
Exactly.
You think Steam has any incentive to do console where they lose money on it for you? Hell nah. They're gonna make profit on that bitch, hand over fist. Because they are not Sony, they are not Xbox. They don't compete with them.
Yeah.
So no, in my opinion, nothing to be hyped about. It's just gonna be another fucking PC.
Yeah.
If at all. Like, I don't think Steam is that dumb to try it again.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe another handheld, sure, but that's sorry, but that's no competition to a fucking PS5 Pro or even a Series X.
They might try it again. It would be stupid, but they might try it again. Oh, man, some of these companies, when they're doing too well, and they start feeling themselves, they do stupid shit. They might try it again, but I think it would be stupid. And the thing that really makes it stupid, even though it may not seem like it now, the thing that really makes it stupid is the PlayStation 5 Pro. Like, if you had the disposable income to go a little bit more powerful with a console and in order to get better results. Like, I know right now there's the conversation about PSSR and PlayStation 5 Pro and all this other stuff. These are back channeled games, meaning the games were developed. Somebody at PlayStation said, hold on, let's put the PSSR and slop it on top, see what it does. And even with them slopping it on top, 90% of the games that are being released, it's working for. 10% or less, it's not. Which the 10% shouldn't even be released or not, but that's all, again, that's a whole nother story. But imagine wait until like DLSS, like FSR, like XCS or whatever that is. Wait till they develop a game from the ground. They start developing games from the ground up with PSSR in mind. And Digital Foundry did a great video on this. I talk shit on them all the time, but last Friday, and I talk about it in the member section, they did a great video explaining this, like how certain engines do certain things. So if you try to slot PSSR on top, they don't have, for instance, like a denoiser that works as well as the denoiser that's in a certain engine. So if you're going to add PSSR with its benefits, with its anti-aliasing benefits and its resolution benefits, you got to account in the development for the denoiser. And so therefore, if you slop it on top, you're going to get the shimmy that you're seeing in a lot of games. That was a great video from Digital Foundry. If I can, the link is in the member section. Definitely go check it out. So once that starts rocking and rolling, people are going to look, here's the thing, man. 99.9% of people that are disgruntled because of Xbox, they're going to just go to PlayStation. This ain't got nothing to do with the fucking Pro. They're just going to go to PlayStation. They're going to go to the PS5. They're going to be like, Fable's coming here. Indiana Jones is coming here. Doom is coming here. Halo's coming here. Yada, 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 right? And then they're going to be like, oh, and then on top of that, I can play Stellar Blade. I can play this one. I can play that one. I can play Intergalactic. Day one. Like, why would I go to Steam where I'm still waiting? You know what I'm saying? And believe you me, and let's just say, for instance, PlayStation does go day and date on PC, which that would be the dumbest fucking thing ever. Because again, as we said, the purpose of buying a $500 box that specifically does this versus buying something, putting your money somewhere else that can do a bunch of shit is this thing specifically has this that isn't everywhere else. It's dumb to go multi-plat for Sony. It's just dumb to go day and date multi-plat for Sony. It's really, I think it's dumb to really go under 2 years. They've shown that all their successful games, unless they were games as a service, were like 2 years and older. I don't think Sony had any game that knocked it out of the park that did well under 2 years on PC. So they'll fuck around and find out too. We'll talk about that in the next segment. But yeah, man. It doesn't, the new Steam box, like Cold Blood said, they were giving you, when PlayStation and Xbox was talking about 1080p, 60. When that was the big deal, and remember, they were shitting on Xbox because instead of giving you 1080p, they were giving you 900p. That extra 180p, which was which was going to save the world. The Steam box at the same price was giving you an extra 180p less.
No. But what I was talking about is the Steam Deck, not the Steam machines. I have no idea what the fuck they were targeting.
Oh yeah, if you were getting a Steam machine that was 500, yeah, I think it was 720p too. Hold on, let me look it up. Old Steam machine.
I mean, can they really tell you that with PC parts? Like, it's completely dependent on the game.
Console. Yeah. But they told you, they did give you, I remember going into stores and they told you what they were targeting. Lifetime of a Steam machine. Now, I gotta find that. Old Steam machine consoles for sale. Yeah, they told you, and they were trying to break it. There were like 3 models. And yeah, one was hold on. I'll find it. I'll find it. One was like the console model, which was like a 700p machine, a 720p. Another one was slightly higher, and then there was the big Bronco one, which I think was 1200. Mom. Okay, old Steam machine console prices. Prices in here. Yeah, those. Years ago. Prices is spec. Oh, here it goes. Okay. Let's see how well my memory. Holy shit. Oh, no. Okay. I was looking at that wrong. Okay, come on. Where the hell is the mouse? Oh, duh. I'm still on the other screen. It's over so we can see. All right. So this article is actually from your good friend Paul Tassi, your best friend in the whole wide world. Where's the full web? Here we go. So, it says the prices and specs of every Steam machine announced so far from 500 to 6,000. Get this the fuck out of my face. Curtain has been lifted. I use console loosely here. It says I use because the prices make clear something that's been a bit murky for a while. Just who is the Steam machine competing with? But now with the low price at $500, a high at 6,000, and a medium somewhere above 1,000, it's okay. So I was wrong. I don't even remember the 6,000. Holy fuck! It's rather hard to imagine that the Steam machine will offer much of a threat to the traditional next-gen consoles. All right. So here we go. Okay, so there was a shit ton of them. Okay, so the Zodak is $599. It was $599. It was $600. And it had Intel Core to be the graphics, or NVIDIA GeForce GTX RAM to be determined. Okay, I don't know the actual. Yeah, they got the specs, but the targets, it doesn't give you like all the numbers of the targets. Holy cow! So there were all these different versions of Steam machines, which were just PCs that they were PCs that ran on Linux. And there were different variations of them. Now, I didn't know all these were out here. All I knew is that GameStop sold 3 versions, or the stores were selling 3 versions. So yeah, you don't know who the fuck this was for. Yeah, this is crazy. GTX Titans. Yeah, this was insane. So this was, and it's like Cold Blood said, why was Steam doing this? Because they're not going to sell this at a loss. This was back in 2014, bro. The machines were anywhere between $600 and $6,000. This is before GPUs exploded. Because GPUs didn't explode because of Bitcoin till like what? 2016, 2017? This was before GPUs exploded. So before they exploded, they started at 600 and they went all the way to 6,000. Why? Because like Cold Blood said, and I've heard some arguments that Steam might take it at a loss because no, they're not going to sell this at a loss. The only way they would sell this at a loss is if they lock, which I don't know how they plan to do this, they lock it down to where it's a true console and the only thing you can play on it are Steam games, Steam Linux games. which I don't, Cold Blood would probably know better than I don't know what the ratio of games being developed on Linux are on right now. Like I know way back in this day, it was far and few between. I don't know if games have gotten better at being developed for Linux.
They got Proton or something.
Okay.
So the compatibility is almost solved. Only some games don't work.
Gotcha. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And that's fine. But that still doesn't solve the thing with the price. This is before GPUs blew up. 600 to 6,000? So my question to you guys is, knowing that right now, when you have games like Stellar Blade or, the games that are tested when PSSR is working the way that it's supposed to be, which it does in 90% of the games, when PSSR is working the way that it's supposed to be, and again, it's going to grow from 90 once the games are built from the ground up, or at least somewhere in a decent time spot in the development cycle, they start integrating PSSR in instead of slopping it on top. So do you think that, so when we've seen PSSR at its best in this earliest model, when they did the comparisons, they were like, look, man, you're going to need a $1,100 PC or $1,300 PC to match this, right? So what do you think it's going to cost you to get a machine that when PSSR is built into these games? How much is it going to cost you to get a machine that plays a Steam machine at that is not going to be sold at a loss at all? How much you think it's going to cost you to get a Steam machine now that can play games as good as the PlayStation 5 Pro? Like, what do you know? It's not gonna. It's gonna be a dumb idea. It's gonna be a cash grab. What it's going to be is it's going to be a cash grab at the exodus of Xbox gamers. And I would have argued that if it wasn't for the PlayStation 5 Pro, it could have worked, if they had a 1080p 60 version for like $1,000, for $1,000, you would have some goofballs that would buy that version. You would get some goofballs that would pay $1,000 for 1080p 60. Just because it was a console, it was locked down, and it was plug and play. You would get some goofballs that would actually take that step back and go from 4K 60, just go to 1080p 60, simply because they don't want to be. I just refuse to go to PlayStation. So they would actually pay $1,000 to go backwards, right? But I'm in high settings, 1080p 60 high. Right? But the majority of people who have both sides of their brains working are just going to go to PlayStation. They're just going to go to PlayStation. And if they feel like that, the performance modes versus the quality modes are not something they want to choose from, they'll just get a Pro at $700 versus a Steam machine that at best is going to do 1080p 60 at $1,000. And here's the thing that I think a lot of people didn't think of, Cold Blood, because we've heard people say, I wonder what PlayStation is going to do based upon this news. Let me tell you something. And I want to get Tim Dog on here. Matter of fact, while we're talking back and forth, I'm going to ask Tim Dog what's his availability at, because I want to go live with Tim Dog again, and this time we're going to do it publicly. what I want to ask him is, because Tim can tell you better than anybody. Because me and him had a conversation, me, him, and Coldblood had a conversation offline about how me and him used to argue back and forth about, you know, stuff that he heard about Stadia and all this other stuff. And he was like, the reason why I was saying that shit to you was because I heard from this particular source, ABC, XYZ. And so we just started sharing shit off the cuff that we were learning about the other side through our sources. And he was, and it was like, it was a revelation that these people talk. Like the developers at Xbox, they got friends with developers at PlayStation. Like they're friends. Some of them went to school together. You guys gotta understand this. Like me and Coldblood, we gotta call it drinking beer and doing all types of crazy shit, TPing the professors' trees and houses and shit like that. And then we graduate and it's time for us to get hired. He gets hired at PlayStation, I get hired at Xbox. We don't stop being friends. We still talk. Just we're under NDA. You know, he knows, say, look, guess what? A lot of these people in these corporations, they're still friends. So they talk to each other. And that's how a lot of information spreads. Not only that, so if Steam is trying to develop something, trust me, PlayStation already got a wind of it. Hence why PS5 Pro comes out, right? I'm not saying Steam is going to create a console and then they just whip one out in 3 weeks. No, they've been bought the chipsets for this. But again, if this thing with Steam is true, Steam been working on this too. There's contracts you got to sign. Shit got to get going to production, get on the pipeline. Then you had the pandemic, so shit might have to get pushed back. So PlayStation probably been got wind of this. So they said, when we release our Pro, what is it these motherfuckers trying to do? What do their specs look like? And Mark Cerny's probably sitting there, well, according to my sources, their specs look like 1080p 60 for $1,200. Oh, what? And what's going on with Xbox? Oh, they're not releasing anything. They're bending the knee. That bitch is $700. Look, okay, thank you, Mark. Yeah, our PS5 Pro is $700. Because even at $700, like first they'll gasp, oh. But when they see what Xbox is doing, giving you a console with rhinestones on it for an extra $100, and then when these Steam machines fucking come out, oh my God. So that could be another dynamic. I'm crafting my message to Tim. I'll finish it up later. But yeah. I'm telling you right now, man. These motherfuckers, they be knowing shit. And PlayStation, with some of the goofy shit that they do, PlayStation is probably sitting there like, yeah, well, number one, drop that console. We are either removing all of our games from Steam. Opposite of our games as a service titles, or on this console, you got to disable the ability to play these games. And the moment we find out you can play those games, then we're removing it. Simple as that. You know what I mean? So I don't think this would be successful at all. I don't see any success out of this. $600 to $6,000. That is crazy, bro. But it was a good question. Blue Fire. Crimson Desert. Thank you. What's up, gamers? Free holiday DLC tomorrow. Stellar Blade, holiday DLC, Stellar Blade, cooking Eastern movement period, says Old Man Gaming Guru. When you said Section 8, I thought you were talking about Game Pass. No, I wasn't talking about Game Pass. They don't, most of them probably don't even get the joke. Respectfully, some of them can F off, especially Tencent. Well, no, man. I don't know. Tencent can fly a kite into a thunderstorm. But look, man, the Asian gamers or the Asian games, they're starting to get better. And when I say get better, I mean they're starting to get better with what they produce. And it's not their fault that Western developers they're stuck at a wall. They want to give you 8,000 billion miles of land to journey through, but the loot is trash. The character models look scary and shit like that. I mean, it's low effort work, and it's not the Asian game developers' fault that now they're adding new dynamics, breathtaking visuals, trying to do something new, new mechanics and stuff like that. It ain't their fault. It's the Western developers' fault, man. They got comfortable in their spot, and now they're just lazy with the shit. And then another part of it too is that there is, like, these companies are morally, creatively bankrupt. They're just not good anymore. They don't know how to think outside of the box. They've just been mass producing shit for so long that they don't know how to come up with something innovative or exciting. So I'm glad to see the Eastern developers come in. Now Tencent, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Tencent. Tencent reminds me of the East version of Microsoft. I don't like Tencent. But the other Asian development teams, they cool. Even Game Science with they whiny bitchy ass. We should have won Game of the Year. Ain't that some shit? Who the fuck does that? And I saw somewhere on Twitter where someone was like, oh, give them a break. They were heartbroken. No, the heartbroken is, oh man, we really tried hard. We were very hopeful. And we pride ourselves in being victorious. So don't you worry. We're going to come out with a new game and we're going to do better. If they would have cried and that would have been their response, I would get it. Someone had made a comparison on the internet saying, do you consider your favorite football team wimps if they, something to that effect? And someone put under that, or Prince Tybalt, shout out to Prince Tybalt, I love that account. He said, yeah. He said, yeah, if they come out there and say, we don't know how the other team scored more goals, yeah, then you would call them a whiny bitch. They scored more goals because they were better. And if you want to win next time, you just got to get better. And here's my thing versus Game Science versus what's the Cold Blood? What's the name of the development team that's responsible for Stellar Blade? I keep forgetting their name.
Bethesda Game Studios.
Almost choked on my. Oh shit! Almost choked. I was sitting there drinking my ginger ale. Almost choked. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't do that, man. You gonna kill me live on air, man.
Shift up, bro.
Shift up. Okay. Like, I think if anybody should be crying, it should be Shift Up. They decided to show a little bit of boobs, show some ass, in a, like a smirky way, But on top of that, more importantly, the game is fucking awesome. And you shut them out because this makes me feel icky. I'm a flaming liberal Hollywood activist. And it makes me icky. So you shut the game out totally. Jeff Keighley nominates it for a couple of awards just for the presentation because he knows there's a bunch of us. He don't want to get attacked.
Wait. let's not mix up information here, Moss. It's these journals that that said, "Nah, we don't want Stellar Blade up there." It's not Jeff Keighley that said that. It's these fucking journals.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. What do you mean? Yeah, I didn't say that. I said Jeff.
Yeah, but
Keighley.
you said Jeff didn't nominate it, but Jeff doesn't nominate those games.
No, I said Jeff Keighley had it put in a couple of places, you know, as a sham. Let's not look. Okay. Let's not be disillusioned. How many categories was Hogwarts Legend nominated for last year? I'll wait.
A whole pack of 0, bro.
Okay, all right. You think that's by coincidence? Like, come on, we got to keep it 100 here. Is that by coincidence?
Okay, but wait. But now we are going at it a little bit biased, don't you think? Because that game, bro, that fucking game, that it was doomed from the beginning for any award, anywhere. Like, bro, that shit was on a blacklist immediately.
Oh yeah.
Stellar Blade wasn't. Stellar Blade is there at the Game Awards, just not for Game of the Year. Nobody nominated for Game of the Year, or not enough people nominated for Game of the Year.
It was look.
Unless you want to insinuate that Jeff has more power over that shit, which would be theory for now, because we don't know. But if you say that, bro, then everything is fucking rigged in that Game Award.
That's always been my argument. This belief system.
Well, then don't celebrate a single game getting anything then there.
No, I don't.
If you believe that.
I don't celebrate Game Awards at all. I think Game Awards is it's only good for using it as console war fodder to make fun of Xbox. That's the only thing. I've always said that Jeff Keighley should not be looked at as an all-seeing eye. I've always said that. I don't think Jeff Keighley should be looked at as an all-seeing. He has a serious passion for gaming. That you can tell. Motherfucker cried when I forgot what the game was. When the game was being showed, no gameplay, just art was flying in the air. He broke down in tears and shit like that. He has a serious passion for gaming. I agree with that. But as far as someone that is talented and has a critical eye of being able to help be a steward of the best in gaming, no. I've always said that. I don't even think the award show or the Game Awards should even be called the Game Awards anymore. Like we said that night. Well, I said the night that we were doing the live reaction, I said it should be called the Game Celebrations Ceremony. Should not be called the Game Awards. It's because, why do I say that about Jeff? Because even though Jeff has an extreme passion for gaming, like I said, he doesn't have an eye for putting together a Game Awards thing, which is, is trying to objectively nominate and highlight the best of gaming. He doesn't do that well. He hasn't orchestrated anything like that well. And secondly, this is all just a fleecing of the game community to line up his fucking pockets. We were arguing about that while the live show was going on. We were like, what the fuck is all these mobile games doing here? Why is this oversaturated with mobile games during the main event? So you overbloat this 3 hours so you can get a whole bunch of ad revenue or you can maximize your ad revenue from the mobile motherfuckers. Like what you could have done is you could have taken a lot of that mobile shit, put it in an hour, the pre-up to the show. You could do an extra hour, okay, after the game awards, and you go sit down and you talk to the winners for an hour, and then you do. But during the main show should be from 8 to 10. Shouldn't be no more than 2 hours. You got a pre-show from 7 to 8. You got an after show from 10 to 11, and you can flood that shit with mobile games all you fucking want. But no, he extended the live primetime hour so he can maximize his dollar and have a whole bunch of bullshit ass mobile games there. I've never thought that Jeff Keighley or the Game Awards were a steward in deciding what's the best of the best. I never did. I'm gonna be honest with you, when it comes to awards, and that's even though they shafted my Stellar Blade, which we're gonna do something about that. But I think the Golden Joystick Awards did a better job at awarding games. I think they did a better job. I mean, the games are the games regardless. Like the games that were nominated Game of the Year, what else are you going to nominate? I mean, you could have thrown Stellar Blade in there possibly and got Balatro the fuck out of there. But whatever, who cares? And the only reason why I think they put Stellar Blade in those two categories is because he was trying to avoid, and he said, and he was smart in doing that. He was trying to avoid the backlash from the Grums group.
Wait. Stellar Blade was also in Player's Choice, right?
I don't think so.
Are you sure about that?
Wasn't Stellar Blade in a bunch of I mean, wasn't that Player's Choice a bunch of mobile games?
No. That was the last round when everybody else got eliminated.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's for show. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they put that up there, and of course, because people liked it. I'm talking about the games that they nominate on with their board. Now, to believe that, okay, for instance, prime example of why I don't think we should think that Jeff Keighley just steps back and says, I'm going to MC this thing and I'm going to bring the guest in. You guys decide who the winners are. I don't believe that. Why don't I believe that? Erd Tree. Elden Ring does not get on there. They do not change the parameters that would have normally kept that out of the Game of the Year conversation. They don't change that unless Jeff approves of it. So hell yeah.
Oh, of course. In that regard, yes, he has power, absolutely. I'm not even arguing with you about that. What I'm arguing is what Stellar Blade got nominated for. And these two categories it got nominated for, it's probably because they didn't have anything else to put in there. That's why.
Let's look at, hold on, let's do this. The Game Award winners. Okay, so we got Game of the Year.
What I don't understand is, isn't Shift Up an indie?
Yeah, well, yeah, but they were fun. I mean, they could have been there.
What does that matter if they got funding?
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, it's still an indie game.
The audio design.
It got Sony money behind it, but it's a fucking indie game.
It could have got nominated for audio design. Let me see what else they have here. Not games for Impact. Hell no.
Wait. It got nominated for audio design, but not the score.
No. Shit. I said it could have got nominated for. It could have, got nominated for audio design.
Okay.
It got nominated for the score, and it got nominated for action game. But
I was almost proud. I was almost proud for a second of these genres, these hating genres, because I hate the fucking score of Stellar Blade. It absolutely put the game down for me.
Oh no, that score is different and unique, and it's just it's catchy.
Unique is not good. Not always.
Yeah, but that one is unique and good.
It's okay.
I think. See, you like a lot of just bombastic music in your. You gotta mix it up, man. You gotta mix it up,
bro. I love, for example, Metal Gear Revengeance soundtrack. It's not bombastic. It's just fucking amazing rock.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
for example.
Okay. Yeah, you want rock. I mean, you got to mix it up.
No. I don't want rock. I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be an orchestral thing. It can be anything, bro. It can be even electronic shit, but it has to be fucking good.
Well, I mean,
and Stellar Blade is just alright, but it just does its job as the background music, but not more than that. It doesn't elevate the experience.
I'm not gonna say. I mean, me personally, I would have picked it over. Like, I haven't played these games here on out. I would have picked it more than the games that I've heard, or the soundtracks in the games that I've heard, because the soundtrack in the games that I've heard, they may have sound okay, but they're typical. Where, to me, Stellar Blade sounded great, and it wasn't typical. it was something unique and different, and it served the backdrop of the game, in my opinion. And I think that we're always celebrating the same old, just different characters getting celebrated all the time. But I'm not mad that it didn't win score. I think there were a couple more categories it could have been in, and it could have been talked about a little bit more. And it's like it's not getting its flowers because it got clad players in it. So what? I'll be honest with you. It should have been nominated for Game of the Year over some fucking Balatro. And Erdtree shouldn't have been there. And I am starting to see people say that, and it's like, hey, I think that Stellar Blade should at least been nominated for Game of the Year. Just the nomination itself, it had no chance of winning. But just the nomination itself, I think would have.
Well, at that point, you're asking for them to just make way more slots available for Game of the Year.
Oh, I think it deserved it above Erdtree. I think it deserved it above Balatro. You take one of those out.
Brother, I didn't know about Balatro until they nominated it for it.
Yeah.
But holy fucking shit, it sold more than Astrobot and Stellar Blade combined.
Okay.
Just think about it. That dog shit game sold more than both of them combined. That is crazy. A game like that, it just fell under the fucking radar, and of course these fucking genres gonna love that shit.
Monopoly Go is probably one of the biggest selling games ever, and it wasn't nominated for game. Like, we can't. How we were basing Game of the Year off of mobile sales.
Monopoly Go? What the fuck are you talking about?
It's the Monopoly Go. There's a game called Monopoly Go that's sold billions. It's going crazy.
Yeah, but did these genres love it? No. But this game, bro, everybody said it's fucking amazing, or at least these fucking genres that did. That's why it's up there. I think it's bullshit, but it's up there because of these genres. 100%. Because they said that they want that shit more than Stellar Blade.
Because if that's the case, then What's It Called wouldn't have been nominated. Then what's it? Yeah, if they were going off of what the journo said, then Black Myth Wukong wouldn't have been nominated. Didn't Stellar Blade have a higher? Hold on. I think Stellar Blade had a higher Metacritic score. No, Stellar Blade and Black Myth.
No, they had about the same. Black Myth is historically the lowest Metacritic that is up there for
the Black Myth Wukong wouldn't have been up there. And what was that?
I guess, bro,
Yakuza game.
Like I said, the jury or the journals that voted that shit in said, okay, there's nothing else we want up there but Black Myth Wukong. That's what's left.
I think you're putting too much faith in the journos.
No, I'm not putting too much faith because I fucking know that's how they do it. Because Paris told us so.
That's how they said.
Bro, Paris literally told us how they do it. They get a fucking what you call it, a ballot, but where they will write down all the fucking nominees they want for that shit, and what gets the most, that's what's up there.
Okay, but again, that belief system would mean that Jeff Keighley is stepping away and he totally puts it in the hands of the reviewers. Like there's no overriding on that. Like if you cast a vote and I cast a vote, unless you tell me, I don't know
this
what
would be. No, I think that would be tinfoil theory for now. That he can just say no, I don't want that game in there.
But he did it with what's it called?
Oh my god! Now you come back to Hogwarts, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, that was probably a fucking what you call it, a requirement for them to not nominate that shit. Okay. That was a requirement, but I don't think they did it with Stellar Blade, brother, because Stellar Blade is in the Game Awards. That's the difference.
No, I'm not saying. So you're making it black and white, like they would either vote it in or vote it out. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you're going to sit there and put any guardrails on any game for any reason, you could do it at any given time. It doesn't have to be, oh, this game has to be in or it has to be out. It could be a conversation of, oh, well, the vote simply, okay, let me put it to you like this. Did Paris describe the transparency of the voting? Did they describe, do they count the votes in front of you or something like that? Did he describe that? How the votes are tallied?
No.
Okay. Bro, again, it's all.
No,
it's
look,
all...
Moss, I am just speaking as someone that has not the information.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the information if that is true what you're talking about right now.
Yeah,
because that would be no better than these fucking grifters. We
don't have the information on 99% of the stuff that we talk about. We're making estimates. We're making guesstimates. You don't know what Herman Holst approved. I don't know what Hiroki Totoki is actually doing. We're making guesstimates on all this stuff. We're theorizing, just like when I said what I said about Sarah Bond. I theorized about Sarah Bond. You theorize about stuff all the time. I am saying in my theory, I'm not being a grifter. I'm not getting paid off of this. I'm saying in my theory that Stellar Blade. Hold on. Let me finish this point. Stellar Blade.
Now you're wording it right. Look, now you're wording it right.
I've been wording it that way. I've always talked about Jeff Keighley that way.
No, you spoke very definitively about it before you now said it is a theory.
It's everything we do, but no, you're taking generalizations and you're making generalizations actualizations. If I say Sarah Bond approved that's not to be taken literally. Of course, it's common sense. I wasn't sitting in the boardroom. Sarah Bond didn't. I don't know if Sarah Bond approved this as Xbox. That's not a literal statement. It's called a generalization. So of course, if I'm talking about, hey, look, this is what I believe in Jeff Keighley. It's a generalization. It's not a literal statement. Just like if you say Herman Holst did that. There's times you said Herman Holst did that. You're not saying it literally. You're generalizing. The people, the listener on the other end of that has to have enough common sense to know the difference between a literal statement and generalizing. Now, if you say, look, I have evidence and I have proof that XYZ happened without a shadow of a doubt, this 100% happened, that's not generalizing. That's then a literal statement. But I don't. Of course, they know that I'm not sitting there at the Game Awards. It's a general statement. It's not a literal statement. And my general statement is I don't trust Jeff Keighley. I don't trust him.
Me neither.
There's enough
Brother,
enough going on that I've seen from him and a pattern from him that I don't trust him. And yes, I do believe, which again, the listener has to have enough common sense to know a general statement versus a literal statement, where a literal statement would be, there's no doubt. There can be no doubt under no uncertain terms. Here's exactly what happened. I got that on good faith. That's different. But if I just generally say, you know what, Jeff Keighley, Jeff Keighley sat there and approved that. So yeah, of course the end user has to know, because we do it all the time. We both do it all the time. They have enough common sense to know that we're making a general statement versus a literal one. But yeah, I don't trust him at all. And I do believe that he sat there, and I don't have to say, and I do believe that he sat there and did this, and I do. No, he sat there and did that because he didn't want the grums on him. General statement. He didn't want the grums group on him. And he's following up.
Wait. He didn't want the grums group on him? Then Stellar Blade should have been up there.
Well, no, he did it artfully, because what did the grums group say about Stellar Blade not winning? They didn't say nothing. It showed up enough for them to say, Jeff is cool. Grums, you don't hear nothing from Grums talking about the game.
I don't think they said it's cool. No,
they're not complaining.
Everybody is. Oh, they're complaining. Oh, they're
about Stellar Blade.
Complaining. No, about Astrobot winning.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
they're absolutely complaining.
The Grums people are complaining about Astrobot.
Absolutely. All these PC Master Race cucks, bro. Everybody, every single one of them.
Well, yeah, I think that's a different group. I don't think that's the. There's something.
That, bro. No. Those are the same people, bro. They all in the same fucking mindset. Your absolute favorite pirate nation, he probably complaining about that shit too.
I think you can have a person. This is where understanding where personalities come into play. Like, you can have a person that feels like they're anti-woke and they are an Xbox gamer, right? So, and they could be part of the anti-woke grums group and could be bitching and complaining about that, but it could be their personality as an Xbox gamer on why they're hating on Astrobot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's any correlation from the anti-woke side of the personality versus them just being a PlayStation hater. I mean, yeah, I think you're right that a lot of them are just PlayStation haters. They are. Especially after Helldivers 2. You know what I mean? A lot of them are PC cucks. But I don't think that they're complaining about Astrobot because they think it's woke. They're complaining about Astrobot because they're hating on PlayStation and they'd rather have had Wukong win it. That I'm seeing. He said, ain't no little kid asking mommy and daddy for a Steam machine for Christmas. Yeah. Well, Ron, the Steam machine would take a while to come out, but I don't think it's gonna go. Blue Fire Demon said, so imagine getting Steam on all PC handhelds and PCs. Now add a decent price console where you can play all the games, even PC. Here, I gotta find out where. He said all PC games, even PC games that will never come to console. But what are those games? Like Cold Blood, I can't think of any PC games that don't come to console that people are like, oh, that people are going crazy about. Like, okay, let's do this.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Are we talking about exclusive PC games?
Yeah.
Really? So, you'd be mad that you don't get Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
Dota 2, League of Legends? I mean, if you're one of those, then why are you on PlayStation or on Xbox?
Yeah. Like, okay. What do I see here? I see. Is Dota 2's not on console, right?
No.
Okay.
That's Steam's baby.
Okay. So you got Dota 2. You got Banana. Now is this Delta Force? This Delta Force might be PC only, right?
Well, no, maybe later it's coming to console.
Yeah, I would expect later.
If they're successful.
Yep. And then War Thunder. I think it's like Cold Blood said.
No. War Thunder is on.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Like there is not a market where a console gamer is like, damn, I wish I got Arma 3. There is, you know what I mean? Like there's that Arma Resurgence, I think it is. It just came out on PlayStation.
Wait. Not exactly. No. Rust was one of those games they've been crying for, and they got it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there are some PC games. I mean, PC only games that console gamers want. I'm not saying that it's not like they don't want nothing. No, but brother, ain't nobody jealous of these games. Like, let's be real. Most of these games wouldn't even work on console like that. Not with a controller, at least.
I think there's a difference between seeing a game that's available somewhere and you're like, oh man, I would really like to play that, and then actually buying a unit for it. Like I don't think Rust is going to convert a lot of console people over to PC. Even if there was a box, someone's not going to sit there and look at Rust, or maybe the handful of PC games that might interest a console gamer, and there's just not enough activity over there. And then you got to remember too that you're giving up your, except for these free to play games, you're giving up your library to go over there. For what? Like I can see people giving up their Xbox library to go over to PlayStation. Hell, I can even see people giving up their Xbox library to go over to the Switch too. Especially if you're a Series S buyer. I can see you doing that in a heartbeat. But and I get it, man. I get it. We want there to be someone to fill in the gap. It's just I don't want to get consumers disillusioned and get them to think that, oh, this thing is going to be competitive. Like I was just talking to my business partner last night. He has a son. Shout out to his son. He might be watching because I had to school him yesterday. He's a big time Xbot. And you know what he told me, cold blood? I got to cloud you. Hey, yo, Davey, I'm going to cloud you live on air. I told you I was going to do it. And he told me, he was like, yo, Xbox is killing PlayStation. I said, in what regards? Like his dad tried to tell him, like, he does this in his spare time. Like you don't want to get to him. Oh man, you know why he told me Xbox was killing PlayStation? He told me Xbox was killing PlayStation, cold blood, because Xbox, you can now play Black Ops 2 and you can't play it on PlayStation 5. I said, excuse me?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I said, excuse me? He said, yeah, we can play Black Ops 2. And y'all can on PlayStation 5. I said, okay. I said, what's the number one Call of Duty game right now? He said, it's Black Ops 2. I said, no, the fuck it ain't. I said, go to Xbox.com right now. Tell me what the number one Xbox game is. Or a Call of Duty game is. Like, oh, okay. It's just, the HQ is Black Ops. I said, okay, there's Black Ops 6 in there. I said, now tell me where Black Ops 6, 86% of Black Ops 6 was sold. Oh, it had to be sold on Xbox. No, sold on PlayStation. Like, people rather play Xbox's games on PlayStation. I said, it's over, son. They're done. It's a wrap. Oh, well, Xbox has a web browser. And who pays $500 to get on the
Where do you get these people, bro?
It's the last dying breed of the Xbox fanboys, bro. Shout out to the Davey.
It must be your old self that is projecting on them, bro.
But I never gave a fuck about no goddamn. I never cared about no goddamn web browser. You get a Fire Stick. Get a $29.9 Fire TV or whatever. Get an Android app on there.
Brother, you got an internet browser on your fucking
I know.
site always.
Yeah.
It's called a fucking phone.
It's just screen share. Like what? Yeah, bro.
Like, brother, the only thing a browser does for a console is make it more vulnerable to fucking jailbreak.
Exactly. That's what I tried to tell him. Like,
nothing else.
Yes, that's it. That's why. That's it. Because Sony thinks that their games are too important for the device to be jailbroken and all this pirated shit happens. I said, Xbox don't give a fuck. They be happy someone stole their game. They unlock the car door here, free for anybody that wants it. Leave the car door unlocked and have a whole bunch of discs sitting in the driver's seat. Yeah, please take one. It's the last dying breed of the Xbox gamers, bro. But yeah, hell yeah, bro. Let me tell you something. Yeah, Xbox is in a bad way. What time is it? Okay, we're at 2:56. I do want to show you guys this though. Where's it at from? I'm confused about something, Cold Blood. Maybe you can help me. Maybe the chat can help me understand what's going on here. So where's that at? Here we go. Shout out to Oliver Darko. So this weekend, there was a lot said about this statement from Jez Corden. I'm about to put it on the screen. And then there's an audio that I'm going to play too. Amy's Act, of course, got all the goods. Here's what I'm trying to understand. This is Oliver Darko says this is the 1-year anniversary of Jez fucking around and finding out. And number one is Jez Corden. This is December 16th, 2023. He says, no, Xbox isn't porting its console exclusives to PlayStation. It's just hard hopium from fanboys. And then, now he's saying Xbox won't have exclusives going forward. Everything is timed, exclusive at most. Coldblood, help me understand. Why is this even news?
What is news? Sorry.
That Jez Corden is saying Xbox won't have exclusives going forward. Everything is timed, exclusive at most. Why is this?
Because, brother, because he's hanging around with Randolph Ford and keep saying to him, oh no, that's only 5 games, only 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be everything, right? I mean, Xbox has to compete, right? And Jez was completely under an illusion of Xbox is still competing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But now that he can't deny it no longer, he can lie to himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's news to him.
Mm-hmm.
To us, it was clear from the start. As soon as they put fucking Hi-Fi Rush and all the other dog shit out there, it was over. Like, you open up Pandora's box. There's no going back now. Like, you understand that as soon as you put so many games at once on a console, on a competing console, the expectation is you do that for everything now. It's no different than what the fuck happened to PlayStation games on PC. Now the expectation is they're gonna come, so why the fuck would I get a console anyway?
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. Still gonna complain like a fucking bitch every time it's not day and date, but I'm gonna wait. Same thing we're gonna do now. We're just gonna wait. If your good fucking Xbox game finally comes, which I don't think ever happens, but if it comes, we're waiting. Don't worry about it. We're waiting.
I had to put a poll out here.
Look, wait. Jez couldn't grasp the fucking what do you call it? The concept of as soon as you do it once, you are expected to do it forever now.
Yeah.
He couldn't grasp that concept.
Yeah.
But now that his fucking insiders tell him, yo, Phil is done. He said, fuck you, fuck your fucking website. Everything goes there. and Jez just had to take it like a champ and go out there and say, hey, I'm done. White flag.
Hold on. Why am I in the solo thing? This is. So here's what I'm trying to understand then, Cold Blood. And I put a poll out here, y'all. So please let us know. I asked, what do you like most about Xbox? Is it the games, the console, the cloud, or Game Pass? Like, please let me know. And we got 42 people watching. You can cast a vote. I will never know who you are. So please, I just want, because I'm trying to understand, Cold Blood. What is it? What is there to fight for? Like, what is Xbox actually? And that's not me being facetious. That's not me trying to be mean about something that people like. But what is there to fight for competitively? Like, if you like beats, like beats are an acquired taste. If you like beats, then you're allowed to like beats. But for you to like kick down doors and say, Why isn't beets rated the best tasting vegetable ever? People gonna look at you like, because it makes most of us sick when we think about it. You know, I mean, and don't get me wrong. I know a decent amount of people that like beets.
Most, I can explain it to you very easily.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Every single ex-bot on Twitter wants to still fighting because they don't want to look like the fucking losers that they are. They are the absolute losers of this console war. They just don't want to admit it. That's why they're still fighting. They don't want to look like clowns. Everybody else outside of that, I cannot tell you. You gotta be on some extra shit if you can defend having an Xbox at this point. Only thing is that is an acceptable answer now is that you have a very big library on Xbox. That's why you're still on Xbox. Anything else about game quality and better exclusives, that is out the window now.
Yeah, I wish we could have had 5 options. I'd have put that in there.
That fucking narrative is now gone. That you have the better exclusives and shit because you got none.
You have none.
Yeah, you got none.
Yep.
I don't know, bro. I could not tell you why you would choose an Xbox over a PlayStation at this point.
You know.
Okay. Maybe if you are absolutely oblivious to everything, that is going on, and you just want to play with your friends, and your friends got an Xbox,
Yeah.
Okay, but at that point, we're not talking about you. If it don't apply, let it fly. We don't talk about you at all. We are talking about the dudes that are still on the internet trying to tell us how great Xbox is and how dog shit PlayStation is.
Yeah.
Those are the dudes that are mentally fucking unstable. And they need help. Or the one that I sent you, bro, that said he saved his marriage once again with Game Pass. Like, oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. How in the fuck did you save 500 euros from having Game Pass? Explain. What the fuck are you buying in a year?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Holy shit, man. You're buying $700 worth of games every year?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But maybe, but goddamn. If your whole choice is to only play on Game Pass and nothing else, you are limiting yourself so much.
Oh my God.
And then your argument about saving $700 does not even count because there's not enough $70 games coming out on this fucking service.
Yeah.
So don't lie about shit like that, bro. You just trying to get some brownie points with Jez Corden. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
That's why I say mentally unstable. The fuck are you talking about? The wildest dog shit is from people that have blocked you. I'm telling you. Now that I can see all this, thank you, Elon, for that. Thank you. I was so looking forward to it, to just be able to fucking stalk these motherfuckers. I don't care if I can't reply or anything, because I never really do. I don't interact with nobody. They just keep blocking me for whatever reason. Which is okay now. But now I'm not even mad. Because I can still look at your shit. I can even vote in your polls. Not even your shitty biased ass polls are safe anymore. So yeah, Twitter just became a better place in my opinion. Just because you can do that shit.
I'm trying to get an understanding of what it is that, again, you guys are holding on to and trying to create a comparative narrative around. Like, just like you said, if you're oblivious, or you just happen to say, look, man, I happen to like Xbox. I have nothing against PlayStation. I just like Xbox for whatever reason. I just like the color of the box, that's different. We're not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that are like, oh man, PlayStation is so bad and Xbox is where it's at. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't have a personal preference, but actually want to portray to the world objectively that Xbox is a better product than PlayStation objectively to the average consumer. That's like how my friend's son was trying to tell me yesterday. He wasn't just like, hey man, look, I want a web browser on my console, so nothing against PlayStation. But no, he was objectively trying to argue with me and was pulling cockamamie shit out of the sky, talking about my generation play. I said, no, your fucking generation plays Black Ops 6 and they're all playing it on PlayStation for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, stop. Now, granted, did Xbox have more players ping into Call of Duty at one specific time? Yeah, those people that already had Game Pass, or they were going to finesse it and try it out, finessed it, tried it out, and they are not going to be concurrent users after a month. They're gone. What are we talking about here? I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, what is motivating you guys to actually keep with these comparative shenanigans? And if I had another option, it would be, I just hate PlayStation. I should have put that out there. I just hate PlayStation. Like, I really didn't need to I could have put the ecosystem. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make you motherfuckers vote again. Let's end this poll. Let's be real here. You guys aren't being real. We're gonna end that poll. It's only 9 votes. We're gonna do this over again. One more time. Start poll. Let me see here. The games. The Xbox first party games. What else? Yeah, we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of this shit, man. First party games. What else? Game Pass. Ecosystem. Cloud, console. Cloud. PC. Add option. I just hate PlayStation. I just hate PlayStation. This is a better poll. Now I think we'll get more results. All right. Oh shit. I got in that poll. Because I put the things in there, but I didn't put oh shit. Okay, we're in and out. Okay, all right, hold on. Damn it. Sorry about that. Okay, start a poll. The games, Xbox first party games, Game Pass, options, the ecosystem, console, cloud, see, add the option of or I just hate PlayStation. What do you like most about, or why do you, what I just don't apply. This. I know we got more than 9 Xbox people lurking. Okay. So I asked you, what do you like most about Xbox? I know we got more than 9 Xbox people lurking. Hit that like button, and then let us know. Is it the Xbox? Look, I'm going to tell you, man. And here in cold blood, you let me know what you think about this. We got about 17 minutes we got about half an hour before I got to get out of here. I got extra 15 minutes at it. I think all this started because people started going away from what Z made. What do you call it? He made a staple of the community. Like when Z first came on the zine, and I'm talking about Next Gen 720, he had a little group of gamers that didn't like him. They were PlayStation, but he left them alone. He they went back and forth, had, big spats or whatever. And there was some Nintendo gamers that hated him too, right? Those were the good old days, because he would go and clown them, and those were some of the best. That was some of his best content. But anyway, so Z left him alone, and he said, "Fuck it, look, man." He's like, "Look, I'm pro Xbox, but I want to talk gaming with everybody because I'm big on gaming." He said, "So I'm going to let's do a debate show." And BGST was the main Xbox show. Beastfire was like the little brother Xbox show, but you were debating to try to get a chance on BGST here and there, or to be called in as a backup. And then there was what was the other show? The show that he had on Thursdays. Oh, the Multiplayer Podcast. Multiplayer Podcast was his main, end up becoming the main podcast, because he would have everybody on there. He would have Xbox, PlayStation, Baron, Nintendo, motherfucker. He would have them on there, and they would just all debate. He would bring up a topic, they would all debate. And he would have the best of the best in the community on the Multiplayer Podcast, right? So back then, because the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Tim Dog had put something out about, what's going to happen with Xbox. And like I said, I sent a message out to Tim to see if he could come on the show. And I would love to have a show with him and Mag. We would just have to sit back cold blood, let them two go back and forth. But I would love to have them both on the show just to put a stamp on this. What's going on at Xbox, what the future is. Let's stop being in denial. I'm going to let those two guys that have inside Xbox people tell you what it is. We're not going to speculate. We're not going to sit here and give you our thoughts. We're just going to let the people tell you, who have connections, tell you what's going on. But anyway, Tim Duck was talking about what's happening with Xbox and what to expect. And Porter Rock just basically said, see, none of this should have been a surprise to anybody. He said, but we were smarter last gen and we're not smart this gen. And that's because we created echo chambers. And I would follow that up with the reason why we were smarter last gen versus we are this gen is because last gen we had those debates. You had K Mega and Z and then All Day and D, and they would argue and create great clips, comical clips, but you couldn't just go and sit in your own corner with your cronies and just make up shit and it festered. At some point in time, you had to come to the squared circle and try your rhetoric, and it would either fall or fly there on Multiplayer Podcast. And shout out to Next Gen 720 for creating that platform, because it was needed in gaming, because it kept you honest. It kept your arguments honest. Like you couldn't sit, okay, and shout out to Crap and Mooch, right? They would sit there and they would talk and come up with their Xbox rhetoric at the time when they were Xbox fans, right? And then a lot of us would hear Mooch and Crap and then be on Twitter and shit like that, regurgitating Mooch and Crap. But see, that didn't matter, because come Thursday, you had to bring, one of you motherfuckers had to bring your ass to the sacrificial table, which was Multiplayer Podcast, and you had to try that shit that you regurgitated from Mooch and Crap. You had to try that in front of Porter Rock. You had to try that against All Day. You know what I'm saying? You had to try that against J-Dub. And then when I came to my senses, you had to try that against me sometime. You know what I'm saying? You had to, the rhetoric couldn't fly if it didn't pass Multiplayer Podcast. And so as this generation started coming to its own, those same people that would come on Multiplayer Podcasts, all of a sudden they created beefs, right? I would say a lot of them was artificial. They would create beefs. Oh man, I don't like this person. I don't like that person. Because they wanted to just fanboy for Xbox and they didn't want to be held accountable. So they stopped coming to debate. They would just argue some shit on Twitter, insult each other, block each other, and then talk shit. Nah, I'm beefing with this one. Where Z took all of the bitchy, whiny, pissy emotion out of it. I mean, there was still some clashes, but you couldn't, you know, there was no, oh man, I'm beefing with you. It's like, no, you're going to bring your punk ass to the Multiplayer Podcast next week. Get over it. Like it was a standard. You couldn't run amok on the internet and talk all this shit and not come on Multiplayer Podcast or not do a debate. Like I even had to do a debate. Me and you could check it out on Z's channel. I was debating this dude named Super Jamaican. Shout out to Super Jamaican. Ended up becoming one of my best friends in the gaming community, but I ain't talked to him in a while. And he was a PlayStation dude. I was an Xbox dude. I never hated people because they played on PlayStation, where you started to have this separation because you started having Xbox people literally start hating people that didn't like Xbox. And I know because I was in these DMs. And so when it came to this generation, you started having people say, you know what, fuck that. I'm not going to argue with you about this. I'm going to create my own reality and I'm going to stay away from you. As a matter of fact, the person that's responsible for creating this platform, Next Gen 720, let's see if we can band together and call the police on them. Yes. One of your favorite Xbox podcasters who's even active now was attempting to do that. We're going to call the police on Z. Let's see if we can get him for something. And all these Xbox content creators, they started creating these beefs, not liking each other. I fell victim to it. A lot of people that I was cool with, because I didn't like Xbox no more, that all of a sudden it was, oh, I don't know about this and I don't know about that. And, oh, imagine, you ever wonder this? And then, you know, all of a sudden there's doubt about our relationship. Because they had a master plan all along. The master plan was, we are going to push Xbox no matter what. We don't give a fuck what's true, what isn't true. We're going to push it, and we don't want to be held accountable. We don't want to be held back at all. And that's where you started getting these echo chambers, and that's where this dog shit salt content started coming from. Because if you take these dog shit salt content creators and put them in a debate format, not on their own shows, put these not where they're going back and forth and making videos, bring back Multiplayer Podcasts and put them in a debate format where they got to debate this shit out, they wouldn't most of these motherfuckers wouldn't last. Because the rhetoric would get destroyed. See, it's different if, even if you come on our shit and you debate us here, which, we'll welcome anybody to do that. But if you can, what I'm saying? It's not neutral ground. Multiplayer podcasts, Beastfire, those were neutral grounds. Everybody came. So your people can come, his people can come, and the motherfuckers that just want to see the fuck shit, they would come too. And it kept you honest. So a lot of this rhetoric that festered this generation didn't survive last gen because people were held accountable. And by you guys acting like whiny little bitches and running to your corners, oh, I don't want to talk to this person. You guys just created an echo chamber that left you lost in the sauce. Corey Massey is right. Now, we love Corey Massey. We'll go back and forth with Corey, fuck with Corey and all this other shit. But Corey's 1,000% right. He just echoed what I had said earlier. Wait, how is this news? Everything has not been exclusive. It has not been exclusive. I would say since they've been on this, PC day and date push since 2016, I think it was. But even beyond that, this push has been happening for a while. I remember even on one of the podcasts that we had hosted, we said, look, we know that Xbox is going to be on every console. We know it. It's just the argument was, and King Thrash was there too. The argument was that PlayStation is going to eventually do it too. And that's what the big argument is. But this is not news. This is just a byproduct of your unwillingness to come out of your silo and actually debate what you're saying. Because that debate kept the rhetoric honest. Like my friend's son, really my godson, but when he was spewing that stuff, my friend said, fuck, see, I don't know this shit. He has an Xbox too. He's like, but I'm about to get a PlayStation. But he hardly plays games, so I don't even, he don't really care. But he's like, I'm from what he heard from me. And his son was trying to convince him not to do that. So he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not even going to argue with you, bro, because I don't know everything. I'm going to pin you up against somebody that does know, and we're going to see where you stand up. And the same applies here, where no telling how many people my friend's son done told that shit to. But now that he had to come to the guillotine, he had to come to the squared circle, his rhetoric had to be put to the test, and it lives no more. So imagine that as a representation of what's happening on the internet. Last generation on the internet, you couldn't just come up with anything and get away with it. You were going to get tested. And then if you got all pissy about it, it's like, okay, see you at the multiplayer, or let's do a debate. There's debates that didn't, most of them happened there, but every single debate didn't happen on the multiplayer. And it was people that generally were not the best of friends. But again, we're going to come here. Like there was some great debates out there. There was shit. That's how Z and Porter Rock became cool. Because when Z would hold the debates, that's how Porter Rock that was his claim to fame. Z pulled Porter Rock out of the chat. Even though Z was a full-fledged Xbox guy, Z pulled Porter Rock out of the chat, bro. Just like with me, and P will tell you, if it wasn't for Z, there is no Porter Rock. There is no MM2K. We had to go and debate. Now, me and Porter Rock was laughing about this. When it came time for me to debate Porter Rock, I'm like, hey, yo, look, look, Z, calm down. I like, slow down, Z. All right. You're moving too fast there, buddy. He's like, no, come on, man. You ready? I'm like, no, look, let me tell you something, Z. I'll tell you exactly what I told Z. I said, look, man, I may got my numbers and shit, but Porter Rock is a master debater. Not a masturbator, master debater, right? When it comes to this shit. And he moves quick, you know what I'm saying? And I can't keep up with him. And here's the thing with Porter Rock. See, Porter Rock is not coming to just beat you in a debate. Especially Porter Rock back then. Porter Rock is a lot nicer now than he used to be back then. A lot nicer. Like a lot of y'all hate on him. I think he's just gotten nicer with age. But normally people get meaner with age. Porter Rock was going for the kill shot. He was trying to ruin your stint on YouTube. He was trying to make sure that nobody ever fucking listened to you again. And I told Z, I was like, Z, I'm just starting here. I'm getting my sea legs. Don't have me getting eat up already, man. I'm not really. He's like, nah, I don't want. He's like, no, you'll be all right, man. I was like, nah, I don't want them problems. Not right yet. Not right now. Give me some more time in the ring. yeah, because I can tell you, and I there's plenty of people. Porter Rock destroyed them. And you never heard from them ever again. Ever again. They were blowing up in the gaming community. And he killed them. He destroyed them. And the ones that survived after they debated him, they lost their audience. Some of them have clawed back to some type of relevancy, but they never will be what they could have potentially been. Why? Because Porter Rock has all his facts. So you couldn't, and he said, look, the secret to my success back then was I would just simply listen to Crap and Mooch, and I knew what y'all was going to say on Thursday. And he destroyed the Xbox. Porter Rock was hated, and they loved it. Hey, P, if you listen, they loved it when you moved to Germany, bro, and you had to kind of take your hiatus. They loved it. That was part of the reason why they did this salt content and a lot of this bullshit that you're seeing now. That's why a lot of it even got some oxygen. And when Porter Rock came back, that type of content had already settled. He had gone away. The debates had gone away. People all of a sudden was beefing. I don't want to be on the same era with this person. And some content creators told Z that they know who they are, that his content was bad for their brand and all this goofy shit, right? So, but that's what's missing. That's what's missing is let's have the debates. Let's bring the debates back. Let's bring the debates back. For all you people, fuck all these videos, because I get it, because I was there too. And I'm being honest and transparent. It was a lot easier for me because how me and Porter Rock was about to debate is me and Z was reacting to a video that Porter Rock did on one of his shows. And we were making fun of Porter Rock. And Porter Rock was like, no, he's like, this MM2K, I was fresh on the scene. He was like, I'll be fucking damned if I let this MM2K dude start clowning me. He gonna have to learn a lesson. So P took one of my videos and went ham on it, right? So I'm like, oh, fuck. Everybody was like, yo, why Porter Rock do that to you, man? I'm like, fuck. I like, this dude really went off on me. I was like, but I can't let this go. So I sat there, thought all night and shit. He came up with what I was going to say. And then I did my video. And people was like, oh, shit. Like, this dude's really ready for the battle. They're like, okay, we got a good one here. Porter Rock versus MM2K. Let's start the debate. I'm like, yeah, hold on here. I'm willing to do the videos. I'm not not going live against this dude. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot easier to do these stupid ass salt videos and you talk shit with your audience. But let y'all motherfuckers go 1v1, mano a mano. That's not so easy to do. Because you could be made to look foolish easy. But so what? If you're gonna grasp at straws and follow rhetoric that's not true, you should be able to come to the guillotine and debate it out. And that's what I propose. Stop with all this bitchy bullshit about, you're grifting, like Jez tried to call D a grift. Don't call him a grifter. Get on a podcast, debate that motherfucker. Tell him why he's wrong. You should be able to argue it. Hell, wait, me and my bro just gave you guys a mini debate right here. He's not sending people out here to snuff me out. I'm not sitting there trying to call Interpol to get him arrested. Y'all motherfuckers are bitch made. You're too fucking soft. And that's why y'all come here, man. All y'all do is complain and all y'all do is argue. No, we can keep each other honest. We can keep each other in check. Like he came in, kept me in check about what I said and how it may have sounded or whatever. And the show goes on. Y'all are so bitch made, y'all can't even debate your arguments. You want to sit amongst people in a circle jerk. Oh, no, I don't get along with that one. I don't get along with that one. Fuck that. You're not willing to debate this shit on neutral settings? Fuck what you gotta say. And that includes me too. Anybody want to debate? We can go to a neutral setting and debate this shit out. Because I was cut from that cloth. Now, did I cut and run from Puerto Rock? Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers ain't Puerto Rock. But you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. That's why the rhetoric has gotten so out of control, because you're not being held to account. You're not being held to account. It's crazy. I know I went on a rant. Cold Blood, what do you think? You think the problem is, what do you think about that? You think the problem is we don't have no more debates, that everybody's in their own echo chamber? What do you think is going on here with why people are believing all this bullshit all of a sudden?
I mean, yes. Isn't it clear? Look at every single show that D went on and just started fighting everybody. like they're not used to that shit.
Yeah, they're not yet.
D is the only motherfucker that has a fucking hard on for this shit.
Yeah.
You always see it. He goes to boomsticks shit.
Oh yeah.
Bruh, oh my god. Immediately he starts fighting everybody like a fucking wild ass raccoon, bro. Holy shit. No, they are not used to that at all. Not anymore, because Boomstick back in the day, bruh, he was trying to get rid of all his opponents.
Yes. Yeah.
And just couldn't. He just couldn't at all.
Yep.
That's why he closed himself off for a while to some weirdos, bro. Total weirdos. I don't even know who they are. Really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like, bro, until this year, I did not know who Hargeet is.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Same.
It's the first time I see that motherfucker, because they started some fucking wild shit. Because nobody was against them. Nobody was fighting it.
Yep.
That's why in their mind, bro, everything they say sounds right.
Yep.
Then you look as a third party at them like, the fuck? This is some weird ass reality they're living in. Holy. Yes, I mean they don't know how to debate people. They're not getting fact checked at all by their own audience, and if they do, they get immediately banned.
Yeah.
The only time you get banned here is if you on some fuck shit.
Yeah,
but
some
real
ultimate fuck shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you just say we are wrong and like fucking True Virgil comes in here and says what the Stadia Bandit like again. like, I don't give a shit if you say something like that. I couldn't care less. It's only if you do some racist shit or I don't know, bro. You start just insulting us without no reason whatsoever. Okay, that's different. Then you fucking bad. But if you're just here to debate, bro, I'm fucking happy to debate you.
Yeah.
As long as it's a topic that is not some brain dead shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you come in here and tell me, yeah, the Steam Deck is the best console ever made, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not even debating that.
I'm not wasting
fuck
my
off.
time. I can be eating something.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I can take a nap.
Go to oh no, it's Alex. Man. He's gonna love your shit. Like shit, some stupid shit like that. That's where I'm not gonna debate with
you're not
nobody.
even waste your time. Yep.
No, but if it's a debate that is, I mean, civil is not really a fucking word I can use.
Yeah.
not here, not anymore. That trade is gone. Nah. If you're in here, get ready to get insulted. But in a manner that doesn't involve no family shit, because that's off the table. If you insult family members, you're done.
Yeah, and family
immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that is my absolute red line. Like if you go there, we're not even gonna argue at all. You're just gone.
Because you just try to troll and make.
But like I said, I welcome it every time when Corey comes in here. I welcome it, bro, because I love talking shit with people like him. It's funny because they're gonna tell you one thing and then you prove to them, you literally prove to them that it's not the case what he's talking about. It is funny to me. But these boomsticks, bro, they're so not used to it. They're so not used to it anymore.
Yeah.
Because they also know, as soon as they allow this shit, all the Xbox fanboys gonna leave the fucking channel. Because they are not there for no debate. They are there to get some, I don't know, some weird
cult shit.
Yeah, some weird culture. Yeah, let's say that. I was going more into the medical direction with the mental health, but the cold stuff is perfect. Yeah, let's go with that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. That the debate should be coming back, but they don't want them.
They don't want that at all.
And most definitely, they most definitely don't want it with P-Rock.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
Oh no, they don't want. Yeah. That's why I think he's gotten nicer. He hasn't. Yeah. Once he sharpens his fangs in his first debate back, then you might get the old P-Rock.
Oh no. P-Rock is a cunning motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, if you get him started, holy shit.
I've seen him destroy. I've like literally. That's why I said, Z. He's like, come on. He's like, oh man, that was a great video. All right, y'all ready to debate? I was like, whoa. Hold on, brother. Hold on now. What are we doing here? You know, like, no, let's not do that shit just yet. Can't debate him. And look, Old Man Gaming, to give you a little bit of history on Boomstick, he used to be on Mooch and Crap's podcast. He used to be on Mooch's Crossfire.
Oh, he can't be there anymore, bro.
Oh no. Oh,
it's
hell no.
It's too PlayStation.
Yeah. He was there where Mooch was doing his own rendition, so to speak, of multiplayer, where they would have some PlayStation dudes and we would have some Xbox dude, and they would have some Xbox dudes, and they would go back and forth. And Boom couldn't handle it. You could tell like he was getting emotional, you know. He was getting angry to the point to where he just didn't want to be there anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, so he just emotionally can't handle it. But everybody else, I think for the most part, just they don't want to they don't want to test their rhetoric. They want to just be able to make up shit, make up theories, and not have to debate their theories out. Which to me is unfortunate. It's unfortunate because you guys get lost in the sauce. Like instead of, you know, this stuff getting vetted and then you can sit there and sit back and listen to it, like, you know, like the conversation I was having with my friend's son. Instead of us being able to sit back and say, you know what, that's bullshit. Yeah, okay. I'm glad MM2K broke that down, because this dude, what he's saying, now that he's had to explain what his beliefs and why he's saying that, now we can, you know, now I can tell that it's shady, it's shaky. And okay, because the way he was talking, I was about to go buy an Xbox. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't really paying attention to it, but the way he made it sound like that Xbox had more to offer than what you know what I'm saying? Like it can help some people, you know. And I'm not saying you should purely buy something because of what somebody said. Always trust your gut and do your research. But that's part of the research, is hearing if somebody tells you, oh no, Xbox is outperforming PlayStation, Xbox got all these games and all this other stuff, and you keep hearing that over and over again and it goes unchallenged, naturally you're going to think, oh, well, this must be true. And so then you go get an Xbox and you go find out that the shit that was told isn't true. Now you're stuck like them, and this is what they want. You're stuck like them defending something because you bought it. You don't want to feel like an idiot. You're like, well, fuck, I done bought it. I done bought all these games for it. I can't take the games back. I can't take the box back, but they're going to take, you know, reshelving fee off. And then, like I said, I can't take the games back. So I'm stuck with this motherfucker. Now, well, it's like, you know, getting bit by a werewolf or a vampire. You can't just take it off. Now you're a werewolf or a vampire too, motherfucker. Now you got to roll with the pack. That's what they want. But when you debate, the vampires can't just come out. You get hit with that holy water and that cross and that wooden stake. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all just got infected with bullshit because there's no double check. And they wisely did this, Cold Blood. They wisely did it because they didn't want to come on multiplayer anymore. It was bad for their brand, or I'm beefing with this one. You know?
I never argued that Boomstick's decision to make it in the fucking echo chamber was a bad idea on his part. Mm-hmm. Never argued that. Mm-hmm. It was a good idea. It was a financial perfect idea for him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But like I said, the dynamic is just not there.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the few times they have fucking dog shit ass takes, their whole podcast is just boring as shit.
Mm-hmm.
No fighting, no nothing really. Only sometimes maybe they have one take where they might argue a little bit, but goddamn, this is far cry from what Z's podcast does. Holy shit, they fight, bro.
Yeah.
That's like some hyenas fighting, bro.
But we need that format. We need multiplayer back. That's what we do need. We need these.
I wish Z would do that again.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't want to. You know, wish. Besides the people that come on his shows regularly, they don't want to do it because again, they've gotten drunk off the juice of just being able to make shit up, talk some shit on Twitter, make it sound convincing, but not having to defend it in real time. You know what I mean? So, and having to do it on neutral ground.
Bro, the Xbox One X launch was probably one of the funniest times ever.
Yeah, it was. It was. I can imagine you were cracking up. Yeah, because when that shit came out.
God, I was laughing my ass off every day when they had a podcast, bro.
Yeah.
When the NPD came out and outsell the PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, I lost a bet to Porter Rock because of that. Like I told him, I still owe him a game. He refuses to. He's just happy that he got the victory. He's like, nah, I don't want your fucking game.